everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. The other day I came home to a package on the doorstep and it was a free gift from a little company called Sierra Candles. And they're a company that I used to order fragrance oils from a long time ago when I was doing exclusively candles, and I still do order their candle dyes. I really do like their dyes. If you saw my candle making tutorial, you saw that I used some of their dyes in my candles. So they sent me some fragrance oils to try out for free. So I thought I would go ahead and demo one of their fragrance oils that I did really like. They are getting more and more body safe and soap safe fragrance oils in their line. And I just looked on their website. All of their fragrance oils that are body safe have been tested in cold process soap, and the soap notes are all on the website. So that's very, very helpful. So one of the ones that I really liked that they sent me was called Cerulean Skies and Pine. And it smells like fresh air. Smells like kind of like when you walk out into the forest or somewhere where there's a lot of pine trees. You get that kind of balsam and fir and pine, but you also get that ozone fresh air smell. So I really liked that one that they sent me, and the soap notes on their website say that it soaps beautifully. And so today I'm going to show you a reverse feather swirl. I'm going to attempt to do a reverse feather swirl. I have done these in the past and I just haven't perfected my technique on it, so hopefully today it will be better, because I want to create kind of a pine tree design in the middle of the soap. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this one is going to be a soap that we do not want moving quickly for this particular design. So we're just going to mix just until emulsification. So I'm going to add my lye and my water solution. I'm soaping with full water into my oils. Okay, so let me see, we're sitting just at emulsification. I might give it a little bit more. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to divide the soap up. I'm going to first pour off the amount of soap that I want on the top. I need to reserve some white soap for the top. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and just pour some of that off. Actually, I'm gonna wait until I add my white into that. So I'm gonna pour off my two accent colors. I'm gonna pour off, I have two greens that I'm gonna be working with today. So I'm going to pour off, I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I do want to make sure I have the same amount in each container though, so we get an even design. Okay. Add my titanium dioxide dispersed in water to this one. I'm going to hand stir it. I'm going to hand mix, and then I'm going to put some white. I'm going to put this into the other pour pitcher, some white. When I blend that with the stick blender a little bit more, it will get mixed in. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put some of that white in here at the same level as the other two. No, I'm sorry. We're gonna pour off the top first. This is what I'm gonna reserve for the top of the soap. Then the rest will go in here. Okay, because we use more white than any other color, that's why I'm doing that. Just want to make sure I have enough for the top of the soap and in between each accent color. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my white aside, my top part aside, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in my accent colors. So I am working with Laurel Green Mica dispersed in oil, and I am working with New Leaf Green Mica dispersed in oil. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and give this a little stick blend just to make sure that everything is blended up the way I want it to be. So I'm going to set my spatulas aside. And we're going to blend in, we're going to blend up the white. I'll put a little bit of fragrance in here. For the next thing we're going to do is get the mold here into the front. Now I've put a gear tie right down here into the mold. The gear tie is what we're going to be using to make our design. So a gear tie you can pick up at any hardware store. I think I picked mine up at Lowe's, and they just bend perfectly so you can do nice swirls with them. Okay, I'm going to try to bring you up a little bit closer here so you can see what I'm doing. So the first thing we're going to do is pour a layer of white just on the bottom of the soap, just to cover that gear tie in the bottom. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is take one of the greens, and we're going to pour directly. I'm going to take the Laurel Green and I'm going to pour directly over the gear tie. Now the soap is still super fluid, and I'm just going to try to guide it very slowly right over the top of the gear tie. And I'm using the end piece here as my guide, the handles as my guide. Okay, then I'm going to take the New Leaf Green Mica. No, sorry. I'm going to take the white and I'm going to go directly over the green. The white is at every pass. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm pouring close down so I'm not breaking through those layers. Okay. Then I'm gonna get the New Leaf Green Mica and do 2 passes. Okay. Fill up the rest of the sides here. I'm going to cover everything. Okay. I am going to get the rest of my white in here and just get that on there. Okay. I'm going to kind of, and then I'm going to gently pull my gear tie straight up, and then I need to set it aside. So this is what is creating, hopefully, that pine tree look in the soap. Hopefully, if the soap didn't get too thick, only time's gonna tell. Okay, set my gear tie aside. Then I'm gonna come back over here to my white that I've reserved for the top. I'm gonna get the rest of my fragrance oil and put that in there. Then we're gonna mix it up. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and pour the rest of the soap right on top here. Without, whoop, I should probably get a spatula so I'm not breaking that. Didn't realize how loose that still was in there. There we go. Okay, I'm just using a spatula so I'm not breaking through my tree design. Okay. Okay. I actually have a little bit of green accent colors left over here. I might just put it on top and kind of decorate the top a little bit. All right. It smells wonderful. Okay, not gonna try to jiggle that too much. I really hope my inside trees are gonna come out good. Oh well, if they don't, we'll get a nice green swirls in there if it doesn't, but it'd be nice to kind of see if they turn out to be trees, tree-like. When the package came in, I opened it and I realized I hadn't smelled any of the fragrances that they sent me. They were all new ones to me, not even ones that were like it from other companies that I could say that I've smelled before. So I was excited and I was explaining it to my husband and I was like, hey, look at all these new fragrance oils that I haven't tried. Like, this is super exciting. Maybe we should sit down and review them together and video it. And we did that. I'm gonna show you some of the review at the end of this video. And we couldn't get our act together. We just kept laughing, and anyway, it was a lot of fun, but it was pretty funny. So I'm gonna put snippets of that at the end so you can see some of the other fragrances that they sent, and also our review, or our attempt at a review. Okay. Here it is. We're gonna do figure eights to kind of drag, and I'm only putting my chopstick in about 1/4 of an inch. That new leaf green kind of morphs a little bit, I've noticed, but it will come back after it saponifies. Okay, I hope that looks very tree-like when we cut into it. And we will be doing that in about, hopefully 24 hours, although I did soap with full water. So hopefully 24 hours, maybe a little bit longer. Let me go ahead and spritz that with some 91% rubbing alcohol. Okay, stay tuned for the cutting and a little review on some of the fragrance oils by Sierra Candles. Okay, we're back to go ahead and cut the Cerulean Skies and Pine soap. So let's see if we got some trees. So when you do a secret swirl, you don't have any color on the outside, it's all on the inside. So let's see, that's the bottom. Let's see if we did get some trees on the inside. So I did feel like the smell really stuck nicely in the soap, and actually I think it smells nicer in the soap than out of the bottle. So thank you so much, Sierra Candles, for sending me this fragrance oil to try out, and thank you so much for the other fragrance oils and the candle dyes that you sent me. I will be using all of those up. Thank you so much. Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. Today I'm here with my husband Sean, and he's gonna help me Are you? Okay, first fragrance.
Pies. This one is called Spiced Pumpkin and Oat Milk.
Ooh, I wish I picked that one. I love spiced pumpkin. This one is called Bamboo and Lotus flower. Okay. That smells like, here, you smell it.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, it smells really clean. It smells like soap, if that makes sense. It smells like, you could definitely put it in a soap fragrance. It smells really clean, and it has top notes of greenery and bamboo. And I would say base notes of some floral.
Sweetgrass. And it says lush type.
Okay, so it's a lush type fragrance called Sweetgrass. I've never smelled Sweetgrass type from Lush, so that's going to be interesting to smell. What's your first reaction?
I'm trying not to pop this lid off and like splash it everywhere. It smells nice, it smells clean, but I can't place the smell.
Okay, I'm detecting some honey notes. Sweetgrass. It smells like ylang ylang. Do you know that smell? It's an essential oil. It's florally. I'm picking up ylang ylang. I'm picking up honey. I think it's honey or jasmine. It's a floral and green. Jasmine, ylang ylang. And it smells very clean, almost like an Irish Spring note. Do you know what Irish Spring smell? Think Irish Spring. Do you kind of smell Irish Spring in there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's the clean kind of smells like.
Like really, really faint, but I can smell it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Sweetgrass is a nice mild fragrance. I think that would probably mellow out really nicely in cold processed soap. Yeah, it's like greenery, like Irish Spring almost. Jasmine, I think, and ylang ylang. This is a nice floral type fragrance. And it is on the sweeter side of green fragrances, I guess. Sweetgrass. Okay.
This one is spiced pumpkin and oat milk.
Can't wait for this one.
This one smells really good. Of course, it reminds me of fall, but it almost smells like a pumpkin snickerdoodle cookie.
Smell. Definitely, yeah. Pumpkin snickerdoodle is a great description. It's got those like spice notes, base notes, clove, cinnamon, bakery notes, and pumpkin. Love it. All right, my turn. Okay, this one's called Palo Santo. Back to the spice pumpkin real quick. I think these would be really good in wax melts or wax tarts. Palo Santo, it's a Bath and Body Works type. Okay, this is a very earthy smell, incense, woodsy. I would say this is definitely more of like a masculine type smell. But it's got that like musk base and woodsy, earthy type. I think men would really like this. What do you think?
This reminds me like of your grandpa's cologne with the wood lid. Something leather. English leather, I think they called it.
English leather cologne. Yeah, it's got a very cologne type.
Yeah, it's really like musky, like just reminds me of an old style cologne, like men's cologne.
Yeah. Okay, your turn. Scoot into the frame a little bit.
Black amber and lavender. This one smells really musky. But you can smell the lavender. It's like the lavender kind of like balances out the musk a little bit, but it's probably not my favorite smell.
I find you're either a lavender person or you're not. I really like my lavender.
Me personally?
No, everybody
Oh.
in general. I like lavender cut with stuff like lemon or vanilla. This definitely has some vanilla notes to it, black, amber, and lavender. I smell lavender chamomile. I bought that fragrance from another company, and it's a Johnson & Johnson duplicate. To me, this smells just like, or very close to, the lavender and chamomile, which is a pretty popular fragrance actually. A lot of my customers like that one. Smells good. Nice and calming. Okay, my turn. Okay, this next one is called Cerulean Skies and Pine. Cerulean is another name for blue. I think it's actually on the Crayola crayons. I think it just means like a blue sky. So let's see.
Getting a yes from the peanut gallery.
The peanut gallery says yes.
A cloudless sky.
It's definitely a crayon color. Let's see. Ooh, I really like that one a lot. I could see how this would be popular in the fall, winter, and probably year round, especially if you like camping. This smells kind of like your classic Christmas tree, but it's not as like pungent. It's definitely cut with like some ozone, outdoorsy, fresh air, crisp, really, really nice. What do you think?
Yeah, this smells really good. This is actually what I always hope when you get that like fresh linen or whatever, that it would smell more like this, like fresh and clean, but like, I don't know, like good, fresh, clean outdoor air, like not
too laundry soap like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Morgan is in the background here, dying to smell the Cerulean Skies and Pines. I'm gonna give him a smell. What do you think, Morgan?
I think this smells good.
It smells
pine.
good,
It smells
he
like
said.
pine.
It smells like pine.
Yeah.
It's making my nose itchy.
Yeah. I bet.
So that's it for the review of the Sierra Candles fragrance oils, and these are all body safe and soap safe. So I'm gonna choose one here to make a loaf of soap out of, and I think I wanna save the spiced pumpkin and oat milk for wax melts, because I think that would be a really good home fragrance. But I want to probably do, I think I'm actually gonna try, what did you think your other favorite was? My favorite out of the others was the Cerulean Skies and Pine.
Yeah, that was my favorite one, I think. Although the bamboo and lotus was really good too.
Yeah, the bamboo and lotus is really good too. Okay, I think I'm gonna make a loaf of soap out of the Cerulean Skies and Pine. I think we could get some good colors out of this. And I'll look at the soap notes on this before I get started, and then we'll get to soap making.
I think we should make the English leather smelling one too. It's not English leather, but
The Palo Santo? Palo Santo for the men?
yes, I think you should make that.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do the Cerulean Skies and Pine, and then maybe we'll do the Palo Santo. All right, stay tuned.